Hi everyone! Welcome to another video lesson of mine, Sir DJ Yuri. If you like the video and you learn from my video, just subscribe and ring the bell button. Thank you so much for this. Video, we'll talk about leadership and teamwork. Paano nga ba maging leader? Paano nga ba magkaroon ng teamwork kapag ikaw ay nasa loob ng isang grupo? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan dito sa aking video lesson. So just enjoy and relax.
Ito kami Gagawa mo kami kaya.
Wait lang, ang sakit.
Sira na yung mga buto nila.
Go! Go na. Wait lang. Sige, dito na.
Okay na.
Game na? Wala na. Teka lang.
Ayan!
Pwede, ako sa kanya, boy, ka ba?
Tapos, alis pa. Tapos, yung sarap ba? Alam ko yan. Alam ko yan.
O, yung kamay ko eh. Yung mali.
Wait, paano yun?
Ginawa ko siya. O, wait lang. Ate, mali pa din. Mali. Kaya nga sinasabing iktikan yung pangalan. Ay, mali. Ang daming kamay na nakabalik ko.
Okay na yun.
Before anything else, what is leadership? Pag-usapan natin kung paano maging leader. Bakit nga ba kailangan ng leader sa isang grupo? Of course, from the word itself, leader, meaning to lead. Ibig sabihin, siya ang overseeing and also the head of the group. Siya dapat ang masusunod sa tamang pamantayan. At dapat, kung sino ang leader, siya dapat ang may ability to control all of the members. Lahat ng ideas ay kukunin niya, i-collect niya, pero dapat si leader ay marunong din makinig sa the definition of leadership and how to become a great leader. Let's talk about what makes you a great leader. Ito po ang mga paraan at ito ang pamantayan kung paano nga ba nagiging epektibo ang pagiging leader o head ng isang leader sa isang grupo. Determination. Dapat merong determinasyon ang isang leader. Dapat siya ang unang nagbibigay ng idea ng gagawin at dapat naintindihin ng mga members. Sabi nga, leader is determined. Why? Because he or she is the first one to initiate an idea and the last one to give up. It is the flexibility. Dapat flexible ang isang leader. Mabilis siyang mag-adapt sa kung ano ang nakikita niya sa oras, sa panahon, at sa pangyayari. dapat ang isang leader ay marunong makisama sa kanyang member at marunong makipag-ugnayan. Next is resourcefulness. Dapat ang isang leader ay marunong gumamit ng iba't ibang materials. Materials na dapat meron siyang idea kung paano gawin at paano gagamitin yun. Creativity. Creativity, dapat creative mag-isip ang isang leader. Dapat wide ang kanyang pag-iisip pagdating sa mga bagay-bagay na kailangan niyang gawin at kailangan intindihin ng member. Self-confidence is the next. Mahalaga po ang confidence ng isang leader. Dapat kaya niyang ipaglaban at kaya niyang ibigay ang lahat sa kanyang members. Dapat nakikita rin sa kanya na kaya niyang i-lead ang kanyang members sa isang grupo. Positive attitude and optimism. Dapat positibo mag-isip lagi ang leader. Kahit na nakikita niyang negative yung pangyayari, negative yung pwedeng maging resolution o solusyon ng isang bagay, dapat siya pa rin ay positibong mag-isip at gagawa ng paraan na mabigyan ng solusyon in a positive way. Responsibility. Dapat ang isang leader ay responsible sa kung ano ang dapat niyang gawin. Sa kung ano ang mga technical errors, kung ano yung mga problemang pwedeng kaharapin nila along the way. Dapat si leader ay responsible kung paano niya ito gagawa ng solusyon at kung paano niya ito mabibigyan ng tamang paraan. Consistency, reliability, and accountability. Dapat ang isang leader ay meron itong tatlo na to. Ibig sabihin, kapag ang leader ay meron dito, hindi siya magde-depend sa kung ano lang ang gusto ng member. Dapat always take action and deliver a good result. Planning ahead. Dapat ang isang leader ay may plano. Magplano bago gumawa ng aksyon. Sabi nga, dapat lahat ng leader na nakakasama natin ay dapat marunong mag-isip muna kung paano ninyo lalagyan ng solusyon. Leader din ay may patience. Bakit mahalaga ang patience? Dapat kahit na hindi kaaya-aya ang pangyayari, hindi maganda ang pangyayari, a good leader also known that some result are achievable over the time. Never give up and also doing his or her best. Being objective. Dapat ang isang leader ay hindi lang nakatingin o nakatuon sa iisang idea lang ng member o isang idea niya lang. Dapat ang leader ay maraming ideas na inilalabas para doon mamimili. Ibig sabihin, ang leader ay pipiliin niya kung ano ang mahalaga at yung hindi mahalaga, yun ang isa-set aside na idea. Leader is perceptive. Ibig sabihin, aware siya kung paano niya i-lead at i-command ang mga members niya sa isang grupo.
Consider yourself a leader. A leader is an admirable position to take up. Leaders have power and they have more control over where they want things to go. People look up to leaders, and while they're given more responsibilities, they often reap more of the rewards. But not every person can actually be a leader. Leadership takes skills and hard work that do not always appeal to every person working towards their goals. If you do want to step up and be a leader though, consider using some of these tips to help you stand out. Tip number 1, learn from other leaders. Are there leaders that you admire? You should try to learn from them. There are plenty of books available that detail lessons from leaders throughout many industries throughout history, and the journeys that leaders take are not all fun and games. Take some time to read about the failures, the obstacles, and the challenges that your favorite leaders have faced throughout time. You may find some common lessons and experiences that will help you on your own journey to becoming a great leader. Tip number 2 is that it takes work to build skills. Leadership requires different skills depending on what industry you work in and what task you have at hand. Talk to leaders in your industry and learn what skills are necessary to get in the position you want to see yourself in. then take the time to actually work and build on those skills. Leaders often have to work behind the scenes to prepare themselves for a leadership role. Even if you're not being directly praised for any education or development required to build your skills, know that this work will pay off. Tip number 3 is to believe that you are a leader. If you bring the energy of a leader to a group, the group will come to accept your position. Before you walk in a room, prep yourself up and tell yourself that you are a leader, that you're strong, that you're confident, and that you have the skills to take on the toughest responsibilities. People will be able to see whether or not you are a leader just by your body language, so your brain has to believe it first. If you walk into a room with your head held high and your shoulders back, it will show confidence. Proper posture is key to communicating what your position is to others. Make yourself big and maintain strong eye contact and a strong handshake when introducing yourself to others. If you come into a situation with confidence, people will naturally follow you and believe that you can take on the responsibilities. Tip number 4 is to take up more tasks. If you can, lend a helping hand. If another leader is delegating tasks that you know that you can excel in, you should go ahead and volunteer. If you know a leader that is really struggling to look for volunteers, go ahead and step up. The more you make yourself present in an organization or a business or a team, the more people will get to know you and that they will know that they can rely on you. Even if you take on just small tasks at first, eventually you will build up to take on more and more responsibilities. Tip number 5 is to share your ideas. Leaders have to be able to put a plan into place. They have to have a vision. So don't be afraid to share your ideas with your team or a group. Sharing your ideas is like equivalent to taking up tasks. The more you are present within a team or a group, the more people will turn to you. Even if you don't have a solution yourself, you can find ways that your group can come up with a solution together. Try to ask questions that gather information and lead your team towards a solution. Go ahead and write these ideas down or have someone else write them down so that you can have a document to refer later on in the future. Tip number 6 is to actually listen to others. Not all leaders are made with large mouths. Before and as you start to take charge, listen to the people around you. This is extremely important in leadership. How do they feel about a situation? What solutions and skills can they actually offer? If you listen to other people, you can bring their ideas to the table and connect them with opportunities. So first, in order to be a leader, you will need people to be able to follow you. While some leaders can lead through fear and intimidation, you will get much further if your team truly believes they can benefit from following your lead. Show them that they can benefit from you by providing them with responsibilities, opportunity, and positive validation. Tip number 7 is to learn how to delegate. Leading is not equivalent to taking on every single task. In order to get more things done and make your team feel valued, you need to learn how to delegate tasks. Delegation requires planning and considering the skills of everyone on your team. It also requires the trust that someone else can do something equally or even better than you can, and that also means humility. Once you've gathered a list of tasks that needs to get done for a project to happen, see what you can assign to other people and who can actually do it in the best manner possible. Always accept help from your team if they offer it, but be sure to follow up with the people who have taken on each task. Also, something you should know is that sometimes people require training during the delegation process. As an entrepreneur myself, sometimes it's much easier to spend 8 hours training someone how to do something the right way than spending an hour each day fixing their mistakes for a whole year. Tip number 8 is to treat other leaders with respect. You might not be the only person trying to lead in your organization. In fact, you may be working with someone who is an assigned leader. So you should be respectful of the positions that everyone on your team has, even if you think that you could do a better job. Many leaders earned their position without boasting or bragging about the work that they have done to establish that kind of leadership. So don't undercut someone else's skills or their achievements just because you want to be a bigger leader. If you're not already a leader, you should be patient, share your ideas, and step up when it's appropriate, and then eventually wait for a position to open up for you to become a leader. And the last tip I have for you guys is to know that there are many different types of leaders. It might sound like a cliche, but don't be afraid to be yourself when you're establishing yourself as a leader. There's not just one type of leader, and your team may benefit from a group of leaders that have different management styles and different skills that help them lead. Your group is most likely not a dictatorship.
Now, let's talk about the types of leader. Ito po yung mga nakakasama, nakakahalubilo natin na leader at ano nga ba sila dito sa mga ito. Authoritarian. Authoritarian leader, gusto niya na siya lagi ang nasusunod. Siya lang lagi ang may control at power ng kung ano ang gagawin at desisyon sa isang grupo. This is in a large group. Ibig sabihin, ang authoritarian leader, siya mismo ang dapat na nasusunod at siya ang may control sa lahat ng pangyayari sa loob ng isang grupo. This is the persuading leader. Ito naman yung laging nangungumbinse sa members kung ano ang dapat gawin, kung paano dapat gawin. Ito yung laging nagkukumbinse na sumama naman kayo, okay dito, mas maganda dito, makiisa kayo. Ibig sabihin, binibigyan niya ng pagkakataon ng mga members na makihalubilo sa kanyang idea at samahan siya sa pagbibigay ng idea. Nanghihikayat siya na dapat makinig, na dapat mag-participate, at dapat makiisa sa gawaing ginagawa niyo. That's persuading leader. Is the joining leader. Ito naman yung nakikisama sa inyo. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya pinapakita na mataas siya. Parang pantay-pantay lang kayo. Pinaparamdam niya na siya man ang leader na magle-lead sa grupo, pero nakikisa siya as a member. Para lang din siyang member. Kaya hindi kayo mahihiya na magtanong sa kanya, na magbigay ng opinyon, at makikisa. Kasi nga, hindi mo nakikita at hindi mo naiisip na siya pala ay leader ng grupo. Kasi para lang din siyang member. Next type of leader is the consulting leader. Ito naman ay hindi agad-agad nagbibigay ng judgment or decision. Kinoconsult niya muna yung members niya. Lagi siyang may tanong kung okay ba to, tama ba to, okay lang ba sa inyo na itong gawin natin. Now, if the member agrees, ito ang kanyang sinusunod. Ibig sabihin, ang leader na to ay laging may katanungan sa mga members bago gumawa ng action. Natin kung may naintindihan kayo sa aking paliwanag. Let's try this simple activity. Let's determine kung anong klaseng leadership at kung anong merong pangyayari sa mga situations na ipapresent ko sa inyo. Are you now ready? Let's answer this. Good luck! Be real. Real, realistic. E is effective. A is acceptable. L is logical. Realistic kasi dapat makatotohanan, dapat totoo. Reliable. And effective kasi dapat epektibo yung gagawin mong desisyon at pamamaraan kung paano mo masusolusyonan ang iyong problema. And dapat acceptable, katanggap-tanggap ang gagawin mong desisyon para sa sarili mo, para sa taas, at para sa mahal mo sa buhay. At dapat logical. Ibig sabihin, may tamang pag-iisip. Hindi basta naisip mo lang na, ay, ito yung okay, ay, ito yung maganda. Pero dapat logical. Dapat pinag-isipang mabuti. Not just one, not just two, but many times. For watching. That's leadership and teamwork. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Just in case you learn from my video, you like my video, just subscribe and ring the bell button. Once again, this is Sir DJ Yuri. Have a good day and thank you.